How rich people think about money mindset shift. Most people don't realize this, but the biggest difference between the rich and everyone else isn't luck, education, or even talent. It's how they think about money. The wealthy play a different game, and it all starts in their mind. You could give a rich person $10 and they'll turn it into $100. Give that same $10 to someone with a scarcity mindset, and it'll vanish. Why? Because wealth is 80% mindset and only 20% strategy. And until you start thinking like the rich, you'll keep making the same financial mistakes, living paycheck to paycheck and wondering why nothing ever changes. Today, we're flipping the script. This is your mindset shift, the one that can change the way you earn, save, invest, and build wealth forever. Let's break down exactly how rich people think about money and how you can start thinking that way too. Let's start with one of the biggest mindset differences. The rich view money as a tool, not a goal. Most people are chasing money to feel secure or to finally be happy, but that's a trap. Rich people don't worship money, they use it. They see money as a vehicle that lets them build, create, invest, and buy back their time. It's not about the number in their bank account, it's about what that number can do. If you're constantly saying, "I just need more money," flip the script. Ask yourself, what do I want money to do for me? That shift takes you out of desperation mode and puts you in the mindset of purpose-driven income. Another major mindset shift. The rich believe in ownership over labor. If you're trading time for money, there's a ceiling. But when you own assets, whether it's a business, stocks, real estate, or intellectual property, you earn even when you're not working. That's how the rich build passive income. They don't work more hours, they build systems that work for them. Think about it. If you stop working today, how long could you survive on your current income? Now ask, what if you had income that didn't depend on your job? That's the power of ownership. The rich ask, how can I buy back my time? And the answer always starts with building or owning something that scales beyond your effort. Now let's talk about risk. The average person fears it, the rich manage it. Poor and middle class mindsets are trained to avoid risk at all costs. Don't invest, you might lose money. Don't start that business, it might fail. But wealthy people know that calculated risks are how you grow. They study the game, learn the rules, and make educated moves. They don't gamble, they invest with intention. The mindset shift here is simple. Instead of saying, "What if I lose?" start asking, "What do I miss out on if I don't try?" Playing it safe may feel comfortable, but over time, it's the riskiest move of all because it guarantees you stay stuck. Here's another one. The rich think long term, always. Middle class thinking is obsessed with instant gratification. I got paid, now I deserve to spend it. Rich thinking delays gratification to build something bigger. They ask, what's the long-term return on this choice? They're willing to skip short-term pleasure for long-term freedom. That's why they invest more than they spend, save before they splurge, and think in decades, not weekends. If you want to shift into wealth mode, start asking, how will this decision affect me a year from now, 5 years from now? That one question will change everything from your spending habits to your business plans. Let's dive into how rich people think about debt. Most people think debt is evil, and yes, consumer debt is dangerous. But rich people differentiate between bad debt and good debt. Bad debt buys liabilities, stuff that loses value and doesn't make you money. Good debt, on the other hand, buys assets like rental property, inventory, or equipment, things that produce income. Wealthy people use other people's money to build wealth faster. They understand leverage. They don't avoid debt entirely. They use it strategically. The mindset shift is this. Don't just ask how much does it cost. Ask what does it return. If it pays you more than it cost you, it's an investment, not an expense. Another huge mindset shift. The rich focus on value, not price. Most people ask, how much does it cost? Rich people ask, what's the value I'm getting? This applies to everything, from mentorship to courses to investments. The poor mindset cuts cost blindly. The rich mindset invests in growth. They know that sometimes the cheapest choice ends up being the most expensive in the long run. It's not about being frugal, it's about being strategic. Spend less on stuff. Invest more in skills, systems, and strategies that make you money. Here's a big one. Rich people don't just earn, they multiply. Most folks are taught to make money and spend it. That's it. The rich earn money, then put it to work. Every dollar becomes a tiny employee. Going out to earn more dollars, they invest in the stock market, real estate businesses, or even high-yield savings and dividend stocks. The goal isn't just to have money, it's to grow it. If your money isn't multiplying, it's shrinking, thanks to inflation. Ask yourself, what is my money doing while I sleep? If the answer is nothing, it's time for a mindset upgrade. Let's not forget this crucial one. The rich surround themselves with growth-minded people. Your environment shapes your beliefs. The rich invest in relationships with mentors, coaches, networks, and communities that elevate their thinking. They don't do it alone. They know that proximity is power. If you want to think like the rich, start by asking, who's in my circle? Do they challenge me to grow or keep me stuck where I am? Rich people take full responsibility for their finances. They don't blame the government, the economy, or their boss. Even when things go wrong, they ask, what can I control? That's not to say they don't acknowledge real challenges, but they never give away their power. The poor mindset waits for rescue. The rich mindset builds the rescue plan. It's about agency, not excuses. If you're serious about building wealth, own your situation. Then ask, what's the next move I could make today? And finally, rich people believe they deserve wealth. This one might sound fluffy, but it's powerful. If deep down you believe money is bad, or that you're not worthy of abundance, you'll sabotage your success every time. Wealthy people don't think money makes them evil. They believe that with more money they can do more good for their families, their communities, and their legacy. That belief drives their ambition, resilience, and consistency. If you want to unlock a rich mindset, ask yourself honestly, do I truly believe I can be wealthy and that it's a good thing? If not, start reworking that belief system today. So what does this all mean for you? It means you don't need to be born into wealth, win the lottery, or be a genius to become rich, but you do need to start thinking differently. Because until you change your mindset, nothing else will change. Not your bank account, not your income, not your options. But once you flip the switch, everything changes. You'll see opportunities where others see problems. You'll take action where others hesitate. You'll stop being a consumer and start being a creator. You'll shift from surviving to building. That's the real power of a wealthy mindset. You don't have to adopt all these shifts overnight. Pick one, practice it, then stack another. The transformation happens one belief at a time, and the more your mindset grows, the more your money follows. If this video opened your eyes to how the wealthy really think and how you can start shifting your thinking, hit that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell me, what mindset shift are you committing to this week?